Okay, so this is the first time that I do this, and it is basically to start introducing the web because obviously we are still adjusting some of the things that we want to do in the web page. But the most important thing for us, it was actually to be able to start doing quests together, which we are already doing. But I wanted to start sharing the things that, yeah, that we are accomplishing and all the information that we're gathering. And so basically, I wanted Pablo to kind of have the quests ready. Um, The other thing that needs adjustment is the tribal operations system. And I will start with that because I think it's very important. It helped me like to understand a little bit the roles, and my neurotype was very important, at least to me, to start understanding how I learn and how it was best for me um, to basically channel all my efforts into efficient ways of repairing and rehabilitating. So basically, I don't think neurotypes exist, but that genetically we have a predisposition. This is what I've been saying my whole life about this topic. I think we have tendencies on our circadian rhythms. I did a lot of research on this, and I collaborated with a chronobiological laboratory in Argentina. Um, it was a very interesting collaboration, and I would like to keep that and take this as there's people that are more in birds, like early birds, or what we call they have a tendency more of living in the during the day. And there then we have the owls that in our tribal system is the sentinels. That's my predisposition. And but actually my hypothesis is that this is something very adaptive, and we all have this possibility, like we could be more owls or sentinels and more merchants, or like early birds and live during the day. But people that are neurodivergent, they are probably a little bit more rigid, and they didn't adapt, because this is important. It's important that a certain part of society or the gene pool doesn't instantly adapt to the modern life. And so this is not necessary for the quests, but it's only to understand better your needs and how to adapt the quests and the tasks that heart will offer you to what is metabolically for you more natural, and it's less investment, and that you can choose the tasks or the roles if you want to start practicing being a merchant in like that. You can choose it in a balanced way, because normally we are forced to play roles in society or in our jobs um, that take a lot of our metabolic energy, and it burns you out. So what we are trying to do with heart is apply the mathematical model of the flow of that. So understanding your neurotype and choosing what tribal role you want to have in the tribe, in the operational system, is not something rigid. It will change gradually, and we can change it because we're still We have to do a lot of tests on our theory, and but it is important for you to learn about yourself. It is important to adjust and adapt the tasks so we actually can help each other not burn out and make it sustainable. And then that's why it's important also to do it with someone else. It can be me, or you can talk with each other about this and then choose whatever neurotype and role you want to have, and then you can change it. It will only be I do this with my clients, so if I meet a client, I will discuss this with them and at what level they are or what they need, and we can change it in the future. But now the quests are kind of like what in therapy, when I was doing therapy, now I can't call it therapy anymore, but it was the homework, or those things that people usually naturally intuitively do with the things that we work on the sessions, and some things that maybe I encourage them uh, to start doing, or yeah, commitments related to what we are working on in the sessions. So I usually offer a series of things or options, like taking care of uh, your health, like physical health, or yeah, those kind of things. And then people usually journal about this. This is very important, journaling. So the quests are basically things that we do, or that heart will offer you, or we can offer to other people. Like, for example, this week I'm working on journaling a little bit more, or detecting the signals to do intuitive sleeping. So in the quest, I would just share, okay, I'm exploring this, and I could share my journal or my insights, like we were doing also, and we can keep doing in the WhatsApp groups specifically to that. The only difference is that when you do it in a web page, then you have a series of tools, and we will keep updating them. In which, for example, if you share your journal, then you can actually write and make this from this journal. You can make a study case that, if you're a scholar, for example, you could try to publish. We can help you with that, or you can even have it in our blog, or share it with us, so we can keep doing research on this, and we can keep documenting use cases of these things. So basically, hard and web page in the web page, which is kind of like a forum, you will find tools to do this. This benefits both of us, because one example that we were doing yesterday with my sister is that she was using one of my gems, um and she naturally, like, I helped her, obviously I guided her in the usage, and naturally it came to her that she wanted to make a protocol out of what we were doing, which is related to her menstrual cycle and fertility. And she made a protocol, and it was really good. And I told her, I mean, this is super good. We could, like, publish this and share it with someone else, because maybe, this could be useful for someone else. Or I mean, it doesn't apply necessarily to her personally, because she's on like, she works in finance and administration and accountability. But I mean, if it was me, or maybe there was a psychologist or someone in mental health or fertility in the group, someone could, use the same thing and publish this, like, make a post for LinkedIn or something else. So there are a series of tools that we can use to kind of like connect knowledge and share it in the tribe. and a scale the potential of what we are doing. So the basic idea is that is this is how I work, because people like they always ask me, or they were very surprised about the amount of things that I do. I Since I'm very little, I do a lot of things, and um, obviously I had burnout a lot of times, but it wasn't because of the amount of things that I was doing in this regard. It was usually something related to, yeah, my family, or emotional things, or having to be a regulator, a healer, a forced healer. So, but so people are usually worried about my work and how much I work, and I use a lot of occupational therapy. But it actually helps me, and I think it saved my life. Science and psychology and all my special interests kind of saved my life, because what I do is I transfer knowledge in between disciplines. So um, and I transfer tasks from, like, I overlap them. Like, for example, if I'm uh, working on myself or journaling about yeah, sleep or menstrual cycle, I usually use that knowledge to write something, or write an article, or and share this with my clients, or help my team. When I was like in the lab, for example, during my PhD, I would help other girls that were struggling. And I mean, if they get better, then we all work better as a team. So this is a way that I always had to kind of make the best out of the things that I do. This is the ecological way that I think I try to make the best out of, like, the little things, because I appreciate, and I think that this all these things that we do, they are very valuable. So I only want heart to be the interface that makes it more easy for people to be able to um to actually get more value from the things that they do. I mean, I see a lot of friends, I see a lot of clients. They take hours doing research, reading things and papers and things, and that's work. That's work. People get paid for that. People have jobs that where they have to do that, and you're doing it just because you are interested in something, and it should be valuable. I mean, it's good that I want to help people be able to apply this knowledge that they accumulate, that they hoard in their brains, in their lives, but also share it, and also understand the value that this has. And now with AI, we can do that, because um, we can actually scale this. You can just make an article or a report of something that you were researching on, and write it in matter of like half an hour. Just like, if you understand how to use AI. So um so so it um so it helps. It doesn't do your job, but it will actually help you. For example, it's very difficult for me to I love writing, but it's very difficult for me to convey in simple words, uh, because I think in a very complex way, and you must be noticing that it's very difficult for me to follow uh, a linear way of thought. And when I write, it's even worse, because I can just go and nest ideas, and it gets really messy. So AI doesn't write for me, but it helps me. So a prompt that I use a lot is I write something, and then I ask it to explain it in a linear way, because doing this is very toxic for me. It's like it kind of kills my talent. So I use AI in this way. So it's not actually doing the job for me. I'm practicing. I'm trying to practice a lot, uh, being able to express myself linearly, but it doesn't mean that my job is not valuable because other people maybe cannot understand how I write or how I express myself. But okay, I just ate this. And um so and also because the value of the ideas, I mean, I learned so much from my clients. I learned so much, and because they are, maybe it's difficult for them to express themselves, or because it's difficult for them to share their knowledge, it doesn't mean that it's not valuable. I mean, I don't mean valuable necessarily in like NASA or Nature will publish their their things. I mean, I think they will if you do it. That's the only difference between you and a person working in science. Is just the level of specialization and time and energy that you put on getting your things published or testing your hypothesis. But I mean, there's a lot of intuitive knowledge that I got from my clients and that I gathered over the years. And I started implementing this on myself, and they are actually very effective ways of dealing with burnout, with a lot of things, because I cannot talk about mental health disorders anymore. Really, I think this is just symptoms or signals of calibration needed. But so this is why the the web page is so important, because it's not only a web page where you can book a session or buy a book or whatever. Is a collaboration hub, and it doesn't have, this is not mine. I don't feel this is mine. I feel it should be from everyone. I mean, we will only be kind of like the people like doing the math behind that, but it is supposed to be a game. It is supposed to be a game because we learn better when we are playing, when we are having fun, when we are motivated. We repair and we heal better when we are in that, doing that. And of course, the most important thing is that it was very important for me to be something not only just and fair, like a safe environment in that way, but also that it was a place to connect people. Heart, uh, it's nothing. That this web page will be nothing if people cannot use it, if people don't find it useful, if this is not uh yeah habitated without the warmth of a group and a tribe. So it's useless for me if it's only a link that I will send clients or companies to see, oh, this is my business, or to book an appointment. Honestly, this is not what I want for this webpage. Um, the more you go into the different details that Pablo made, I mean, it's magical. It's really, it's amazing how all the details that it has and the warmth that it has. I mean, we just wanted to build something really nice that we would like to use, and we are going to. And I hope you guys like it, and you kind of like discover it. But yeah, it will not make any sense if, I mean, nobody uses it. So that's why the first thing that Paulo said is like, try it, and if you don't engage with it, if it's not useful for you, if you don't like it, uh then we need to revise that and review that, because maybe this is something that we liked or it felt comfortable for us, but not necessarily for everyone. And we want it to be friendly and warm for everyone. And also serve us and the team for clients to pay there and to negotiate, because I will not make profit out of it. Uh, I mean, I will not charge for empathy or care. I charge for my time. I mean, I just like I put an amount of what amount of money I need to survive on the month, like monthly, and that's what it charges uh, in the web page based on the amount of money that I earned that week. And that's what I get. I don't get profit out of it. If we get profit, it's because a company is paying more or someone is donating, and then we instantly invest it in something else or try to redistribute this with people. Actually, the income that I put is like really low. Is like a person on Depenge, like a person that is unemployed or that is receiving benefits actually earns more than what I'm asking per month. Uh, and maybe one month I need more. This is what I think or I feel I want to start with. But yeah, so that's kind of the philosophy. And then the last thing that you can do in a web page that I think it's really cool is that you can actually make apps in the web page. Yeah, Pablo made so not only you can make articles to publish in the blog yourself with your name, but also you can actually make apps there, because like, so at least two are in our team are developers and they have fun doing that. And Pablo made a lot of these things and apps. For example, the one that publishes in the blog, that helps you publish in the blog. He made a lot of these things, and it's really fun. And I also made some of them, like for example the calculator that negotiates based on what I need and what the other person has and needs, to get to an amount that it's right and just for us, for both of us. This I made myself, and now Paulo kind of like automatized this and made it more simple and intuitive. So yeah, a lot of things can be done in our web. That's what we want Heart to be very adaptive. And if you have any ideas and things that you want to also share with us so we can make them true and come true, then yeah, we accept that. So now I will see what like how Pablo is feeling and if he ate and everything, because I wanted to check on him and now he's calling and it's snowing. Yes, it's really nice outside. It's snowing. This is good. I hope you see. I don't know if you can see, but yeah. So it's snowing. We have our tent there because we're a tribe. Yeah, I don't go to that tent. Sorry, I don't want you to get the idea that I do that. That's like Pablo and Derby. I only go with the babies sometimes. But yeah, we have it in case there's a war or something. We're preppers. No. Okay, so have a beautiful day. And if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. I will see how I actually end the stream here. I don't know how to do it.